What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerd On Update, our weekly show in which we talk about the news that is exciting to us and answer questions from you, the people. Wow, we don't normally do housekeeping, but we actually do have some housekeeping today.
Do.
Yeah,
We took a couple of weeks off, and
because
some
we're
things
stepping
happened.
up.
We are stepping up. A couple of things happened over the past couple of weeks, and I'm excited. This episode is sponsored by Podbean. Podbean is the easiest way to create your own podcast. We use Podbean to host this show, the Nerd On Update, Nerd On the Podcast, and the Capeless Crusaders, so do check out all of those. Download the free Podbean podcast app to start, record, and publish your very own podcast in minutes. Podbean provides everything you need to run your podcast, and you can record and publish episodes directly from the app on your phone. Download the free Podbean app today. That is Podbean. Check it out. Just check it out. It's pretty awesome. What else, Tom?
Oh, I'm
Tom's so excited
glad
he could explode.
because now I have a prop I can use and also explain to our lovely listeners and viewers that support for Nerd On is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world.
Wow.
Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. Exclusive. It's more exclusive than exclusive.
Yeah.
It's exclusive.
I get it.
With 20% off and free worldwide shipping with this code NERDON at manscaped.com. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome?
Pretty cool.
I've been a big fan of Manscaped. I have the 3.0 at home.
When
I get to upgrade to a 4.0.
This was sent to my email, my company email, and I texted the group, and he about lost his mind.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He about lost his mind in like text format. So, I mean, this is my first time using it, and I was like, wow. Because I was afraid of, I said this in our this week's coming up episode, I was afraid of manscaping because I've had some unfortunate experiences.
I love that in this Lawnmower 4.0 that they have like a little light, because sometimes my bathroom lights are like kind of dark, and so like when I have to get into places that I typically can't see,
Yeah.
I feel safe and comfortable with
I
like
get it.
the adjustable blade and where it goes, and it feels I feel a little nice. I'm just saying you gotta keep it cleanly, hygiene. It's time.
Right.
Just because we're nerdy doesn't mean we can't be sexy.
Yeah, no, I get
take
it.
care of ourselves.
I get it.
Yeah, that's
I just haven't had as much experience with it yet because
Yeah.
I know I brought this up during the
Okay.
most recent episode,
Yeah.
but I have I'm not afflicted by south balls. I have north balls,
Oh, God.
and
Yeah.
they generally most of the
I'm so
time they don't
sorry.
really have any hair. Yeah, I don't have the south ball hair issue. So, but those of you that are afflicted with this issue, please use code NERDON to get yourself 20% off so you can deal with the chronic affliction of south ball hair.
Wow.
It's very
It's
serious.
about self-care. It's taking care of yourself.
Yeah, take care of yourself. You can let it run wilds, but it's better if you don't, So
Yeah, don't do that.
have the tools to deal with the issues you face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Caitlin. I'm glad for you.
I'm doing this for you and you alone.
All right. What are we doing?
That
today?
is the housekeeping. Let us get on to the show, the news. And I'll go ahead and start.
Do that.
It's been a couple of weeks since we did a show, the Nerd On Update, and I decided to look at some gaming news that I was like, that happened over the past couple of weeks that is exciting to me. And a couple of things. Cyberpunk 2077 finally hit the PSN store
Oh, so it's playable
again. Yeah, it's playable now. I mean, there are still some bugs. I haven't played it yet, but I've been seeing some people posting some bugs. But it was removed back in after a really messy launch.
Is this technically a 1.0 update finally?
I have no idea.
Because I know before they were calling it 0.0 updates. I'm like 0.0.
Yeah,
Wild.
but I mean, it is. It was the most downloaded game of June. And it hit at the end of June. So good for them. I mean, we've met the team over at CD Projekt Red. Nice people. Not a great launch for that. strangely, the new gen console version isn't out yet. So
Mm.
so there's that. The PS4
PlayStation.
version.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
The other thing is, if you know me, if you know Gamer Fuji, we've talked about Plague Tale before.
Oh yeah.
Plague Tale is one of my favorite games over the past couple of years. It's just a wonderful narrative, wonderful game to play, great story, just a beautiful game, and it got a PS5 upgrade, and it looks gorgeous. But also, Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to Plague Tale Innocence, was announced and will be coming out in 2022. The trailer is incredible. Yeah, if you are on Sony, I believe Plague Tale Innocence is a free game on PSN this month, so check it out. And last but not least,
It wouldn't
you
be an
know me.
update without it.
You know me.
Paddington 3.
Yeah, Paddington. Well, here we go. That's all I got to say. Paddington 3. It fills in the news.
It really does.
Fallout 76 had a major update this past week. The Steel Rain update hit July 7th, and it brings the Steel Rain storyline, legendary crafting, Season 5, wallet upgrades, and a new vendor, and a slew of bug fixes and improvements, including, and this is really important, players can now sit in their hot tub with their friends.
So they could be hot tub streamers?
Oh.
Yeah, hot tub
Oh my
stream.
god.
People keep saying that I should do a hot tub Fallout stream.
Do it.
Do
I mean, you
it.
certainly
Do it.
should.
Do it.
I mean, you kind of should.
I
Yeah,
think
you
you
really
should,
should,
and then
buddy.
make sure that the stream category is hot tub stream.
Yeah.
Just mess up the whole meta.
Please do.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a weird meta about the streams and their genres and categories.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my news. Next.
All right, y'all. I know that it's been 2 weeks since we've had an update, but Good Omens is going to have a season 2.
There it is.
And I'm really excited.
I love the gaming.
I do too. And it was like, it's so bittersweet. Terry Pratchett passed away. And
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah. So Neil Gaiman didn't want to continue with it. But then he found a letter
Oh.
from Terry Pratchett.
Oh.
And that was like encouraging him to continue.
Oh, that's really cool.
So that is what I read. But so he decided to continue with it. So I believe this year they're going to be filming it in Scotland.
Oh, fun.
The new season will explore storylines that go beyond the original source material, having been on Earth since the beginning, and with a thingy thwarted. Aziraphale and Crowley are getting back to easy living amongst mortals in London's Soho when an unexpected messenger presents a surprising mystery.
That's just the pilot. I mean, that's just the first season episode. Or the second season, the first episode of the season.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna start off.
yeah.
So, Kaylin, watch this. Josh, why haven't we done an episode on this yet?
Because I decide that.
Alone.
I am the one who decides our episodes.
It's Amazon Prime. Does it have like
Mhm, mhm.
26 episodes or is it 10?
It's 6.
Man.
6 episodes for season 1 and 6 episodes for
Yeah.
season 2.
Maybe
and I think
when
they're
season
all...
2 drops, I don't know.
No, we do it by season. So
All right, well,
this is how it will be, Josh. So accept it and move on.
Okay.
so lastly, I'll go do the news. This is shout out to the boy Corey. Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh my god.
It's not Knights of the Old Republic. And I mean, there's small little tidbit things like, the Flash is in full production. Last week, the Black Adam film finished production.
Yes, sir.
So, and there's a little cool sneak peek pictures of him just getting dots on his body, and I'm like, are you not gonna have a suit? So, there's that. In terms of the DC news and all that stuff. But something that I was really excited about. You know what franchise Henry Cavill's been wanting to do for a very long time?
Dr. Seuss.
No. It was James Bond.
Oh.
He's been wanting to do James Bond for such a long time, and then for some reason or not, he had never been able to be cast as James Bond. So Matthew Vaughn is going to be adapting the Argyle book, which is a spy thriller action country faring story extravaganza that the book's not even fully published yet. And there's going to be talks ready for 3 movies.
Whoa.
And Henry Cavill is going to be in this film with Catherine O'Hara, Sam Rockwell, Dua Lipa,
Oh, wow.
and a bunch of other stars, and he's going to be the lead role.
Wow.
So I love this for him because it's not that Henry Cavill needed a job because he's already The Witcher.
He's
and
fine.
He's Sherlock Holmes.
He doesn't need
Yeah.
to worry about eating.
He is going to be in Highlander. He is also in potentially a Mass Effect thing.
Poor ugly man.
So
I just really
he
feel so bad for him.
so he's got a lot of roles, and
He can choose brand name groceries. He's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then also in the same light, Netflix has greenlit and I think are fast tracking Zack Snyder's next project, which is Rebel Moon.
Really?
And Rebel Moon is going to be an Akira Kurosawa inspired space action sci-fi fantasy. So he's talked about how he's always wanted to do a Star Wars film, but here nor there. But so it's just kind of cool, just between these two creators, artists, that they're kind of like, fine, I'll do it myself. And it's like,
Fine,
yeah,
I'll do it
like,
myself.
if they're not going to give you the IP, then just make your own IP. I think that's really, really cool.
I do want to say something in the chat. Somebody said, "Isn't he also a Superman?" And it's like, today, Tom, before we recorded, he was like, "I am not the DC boy today."
He got vehemently upset about it.
I am the DC boy, and it's just like if I feel like I don't have DC news, I'm like sometimes I don't want to talk about DC stuff, because it's like I want to talk about movies and other things. Like that's why I love Nerd On as a podcast because we don't just stay in only comic book movies or only action movies or only TV shows. It's like we do it all. But to answer that, yes, to me he is still my Superman. I
Yes,
think
sir.
he's got so much more mileage into him, but I just want to be happy that like cool, if I can't do it then we will. And a part of me wants that there to be like in Rebel Moon there's gonna be some Easter egg of like a planet that got destroyed and they sent a baby out, and then like Henry Cavill was that baby, but then it's like a different name. And I was like,
Yeah.
that'd be funny. That'd be very funny. But it's like I don't think Zack Snyder's like it's outside of his range to do some kind of Easter eggy thing like that.
Yeah,
His name will be Lelka.
like a CGI version of Henry Cavill. Like it's just you can tell that it's Henry Cavill. Like it's a baby
Or it would be
version.
him, and they would just keep it secret. Like
Okay.
I think one of the greatest Hollywood secrets ever was when Ezra Miller did that cameo on The Flash.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah.
no one saw that coming. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's all the news I got.
Nice.
News.
Now to the next part of our show, the last part of our show, in which we answer questions from you, the people. And if you would like to submit questions, there are many ways that you can do so, and you can find them all at nerdon.tv/questions. This includes email, there's a form there, there's all sorts of things. And one, you can come on over to our live stream on Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and hang out in the chat. We answered questions live right there. But if you are a member of the Nerd On Nation that is powered by Patreon, you get what we call the Nerd On Nudge.
Boink.
Yeah, we answer your questions first.
He's like, I don't know what to do with that
Boink.
sound.
It's more of
And
like
you can ask anything. Like Mamba asks, with the still ongoing rising of board games, if you are up to the challenge, please explain what the Nerd On board game would be about. What are the rules, and how would you win?
Oh man,
I got it.
we'll go.
And this is kind of like a riff off the board game that I've been wanting to do. But
Mantle?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Mantle, that game. But like I would do it where it's like we're not us.
Uh-huh.
So it would be the Boobs McBallrog.
Uh-huh.
It'd be a baby Josh. It'd be
The sweet baby Josh?
Yeah, it would be a rude boy. And then it'd be you could do DC Boy, you could do DJ Qualms. And those are the avatars or the characters you can play.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then it'd
Alright.
be co-op.
Mhm.
But it'd be a little munchkin-y. So like, but then the thing is that it could be any character you want. It would be us characters fighting against the board. So it's a co-op game.
Okay.
And so the only way, certain missions, like you have to have 50% of the team, you have to have the entire team, and we can have it where we have, the Gamer Fuji in there. We can have,
Mhm,
Ooh,
The mom-
DLC?
yeah, you can have multiple
I dig
characters
it.
in there, and then you could have like the Western Cheeseburger, which is Will, and you could have the Mamba in there. Like you can have these add-ons in this board
I'm
game.
imagining a Western cheeseburger with legs and arms.
Stick 'em in.
And pretty much what we would do is pretty much like I would do it superhero-y still. So like you fight little mobs and all this stuff, and you can get like after every mob or fight you do, you can always draw from the treasure deck, and then that adds to your character, and then you
Okay.
get stronger and stronger until there's like a timer on the top. So it's like I would call it like the chaos timer. And so pretty much once
That tracks.
once a certain amount of time ends, then the end game starts, and then we have to fight against the boss. And the boss could be whatever we want. I mean, at this point, since it's so much meta about us, the end boss could be tech issues or family shit. It would be that, a pandemic. It's like, how do we fight
Too
against
soon?
this?
Too soon?
Literally, yes.
So I would do something like that where it's co-op, but then you can add additional fighters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that idea. I don't have one except for that, but it would have to be the specific thing that I focus on is the co-op side of it. So whatever it would be, it'd be co-op. I dig it.
I would do Go Fish with all of the images that we use for our YouTube thumbnails.
Wow.
Do you have Tom mildly aroused? Go Fish. Do you have Josh elated? Yes.
Go.
Yeah. No, you got it. All right, here you go. Like,
Wow. Wow.
I like it.
AKA, Caitlin has seen our thumbnails so much.
so much.
Okay.
Yeah, we may or may not be changing those soon, just so you know. Julie saying I'd get that just for the cards.
Have you played the game What Do You Meme?
Yeah.
I think we could do that with those too.
I think
Yes.
you're good. Yeah.
What
Yes.
Do You Meme? I think that'd be cool.
I feel like we could have like a Cards Against Humanity type game.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Some of the catchphrases that we have on our show,
Yeah.
or
We have a
just
few.
stupid shit we've said on here.
There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that.
Be overwhelming.
Next question comes from Mamba, and I do want to say we are running out of pre-submitted questions.
Oh, yeah.
So please send them in. If you are a member of the Nerd On Nation, please send them in. There is that Discord channel that's just for the Nerd On Nation. So get on in there and submit some questions. Next question comes from Mamba. Question. I started watching wrestling again. So, what would be your wrestling name, entrance music, and finishing move?
I feel like Caitlin has thought about this at least once.
Well, I almost was a wrestler.
So you thought about this.
I was actually going to be, I was if I was 2 inches taller, I would have been the monster character for Glow. Not like the show, like the Netflix show or whatever.
The actual,
but the actual, like, David McLean's Glow. I was going to call myself Chaotica.
Oh.
I was going to be a D&D inspired wrestler.
Ooh.
And because I just wanted to have fun when I fought. So every time before I came into the ring, I would roll a D20, and that's how good I would do against my opponent.
Hell yeah.
You could throw your title matches.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
Wow.
I would always leave it up to the die because it was fun.
What if it's like, what's that called? A critical one? A fail? Or
a nat one.
A nat one. And it's like a CTL.
Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't care because I'm like, whoop. Like, and I'd have to because that's the game I'm playing. I'm not playing the game of wrestling.
What's the music?
The music,
Igor.
I
don't know. I just know you mentioned.
I don't know what I'd had for the music, and I forgot what my finishing move was. It was something ridiculous. I was probably like just nat 20.
Okay.
I actually had an entire. I literally had like everything ready because I thought I was going to get picked up for it. It was close. I was being told by the people that they were like, "Yeah, this is looking pretty good," and I was like, "Fuck."
Josh, I got pieces.
Entering the ring is sweet baby Josh.
His finishing move, delicate kiss.
And I feel like I'd want like You Give Love a Bad Name by
Oh my God!
Bon Jovi.
Nice.
You just imagined all of it in your brain of like, that tracks.
Oh my God.
What's your
I was
finishing move?
thinking like I've always thought it'd be fun to enter to like Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff. It's so stereotypical, but it would be so fun.
Nah, You Give Love a Bad Name.
Right?
It's literally
perfect.
too perfect.
That is my karaoke song too.
Yeah.
Finishing move. I got nothing. I don't watch wrestling, so I have no like. I don't have a lot. I only have. I have vague reference point.
My finishing move is the Siam Slam. For sure. My name is probably Automaton.
Oh.
Automaton. Or the atom bomb.
Oh.
I like automaton
Okay.
better.
And then I think for song, I'm like, I don't know what song. I think I would want either Yakety Sax. Because I'm like a
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, yeah. And then, or I don't know, I would want some like intense, crazy, but then it's like my name's Siam Slam. Like it's everything's so far a joke. So I'm like,
I thought it was gonna be Kiss from a Rose.
Ooh. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Atomic bomb. I was like atomic bomb. I would for song.
I don't know about the song either. I didn't settle on one.
Oh, I mean, if I wanted to go for the cool persona, Dragula.
Dragula?
Oh, yeah.
Dig through the ditches and burn. You know,
Oh, okay.
because it's such a badass song
Rob
to walk
Zombie.
into. Yeah,
Hell yeah. I dig it.
yeah. I think yeah, that's cool.
I would probably, I don't know what it'd be. It'd be some sort of juxtaposition, I would think. Or it'll be like, oh,
Like a
you know
kid's
what?
song?
No, there was what are they called? They were like a trollcore band that was like Cthulhu. There was a bunch of Cthulhu stuff that was another like metal band.
yeah.
I'd probably pick
I
something
like
crazy.
my tentacle face, man.
Nice.
Yeah, he's nice.
Next question comes from Spencer. Shout out.
Shout out.
What gaming system had the biggest impact on you and why?
Josh's is the PlayStation 1 for Final Fantasy VII.
7.
Then it's PlayStation 5 for Fallout 76.
76.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
First part was right. I'll jump on. Yeah, the PS1 was it had the biggest impact on me because I think that's where that we talked about this on Video Games R Us and also
Listen to that, baby.
yeah. But like I was in a Nintendo boy, and then the PlayStation was like that's when I was like a gamer. Like when I would
It felt like a good
stick-
teenager.
like I'd
console.
stay up until when I shouldn't, playing like Final Fantasy and playing the multi-disc games. And it was I also remember MLB 2001. My friend Josh and I would play together, and we created
Two
our
Josh
own.
and a pod.
Yep, Josh Squared is what they call us. We would play that game. We're not even like sports people, but we'd play that game. And we were like undefeated. It was so much fun, but it was something that we could play with friends and whatnot. And of course, you had Crash Bandicoot and Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good time. It was like, I remember just memory cards. What the F? Anyway, PS1. That's probably what like made me a gamer.
We started doing this thing on our on Patreon for the minute, and we do an overrated, underrated. Memory cards, underrated.
Oh yeah.
So
oh
underrated.
My God.
The fact that you could just bring your memory with it and then put
Yeah.
it in, but also you could take it out and then put a fresh one in there. It's like, cool, I'm playing a brand new game, fresh memory card.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry about how much space do I have on my hard drive? Oh, now I gotta manage the storage. Oh, now I gotta delete. Oh, but the save. It's like, oh my God.
And then when you would get like the massive memory cards, at the time we thought were massive.
32 megabytes.
Oh,
Holy
man.
shit. Caitlin?
For me, it probably was a PS1 as well. That's what my sister.
Is it the one that's up there?
Yeah, actually. it is.
Wow.
It's like right up there. Yep. All of my childhood systems are actually in the HQ now. But yeah, that's the system that my sister and I played the most games on. It's where we played the biggest variety of different games. That's where you get games that are like kind of janky, but you're just kind of curious. So I think that's where I developed like what I like and what I don't like the most on the PS1.
The standard of what a game should be was so low. And I was like, as long as it's playable and it tells me
The
some
movie games.
Yeah, but like if it's cute, I mean, the movie games are one thing or the other because it's like, does it follow the script or does it not follow the script? Is it playable? But I'm like talking about like the Japanese titles. It's like I can't pronounce this, but I'm a little boy with blue hair and I'm jumping on a forest.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's all I needed to be.
Yeah.
And it's like I just collect the
I'm a
thing.
blue boy.
Yeah. For me, it was GameCube. GameCube
Oh,
all
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
This was like I loved like getting my N64 for sure. My dad like did the perfect surprise thing, and he's like,
Whoa.
"Hey, come out for eat breakfast and all that stuff." And then all of a sudden, when I went back to my room, the N64 was playing, and then Mario Kart was playing. And so he's like, "This is yours." And I was like, "Wow!" I had a red controller, gold controller, but GameCube was the one that really impacted me the most. It wasn't like the best given. My mom was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Cool."
That's when you started like your Smash.
It was when I was
Right.
getting really into Smash, but the thing was like it was so small, and I put it in my backpack, and I would take it to friends'
Had
houses.
that handle.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
like I would take it with me to like we would do when I was in high school. There was physics class, and there was Saturday morning physics that we'd do. So we'd go to the school. But then when we were done, we were like, "Yo, Dr. G, we're gonna go in the back, turn on this TV. We're gonna plug our GameCube in. We'll make sure we lock up." He's like, "For sure." And then we would just play Smash Bros.
Wow.
And like that was the thing. Like you just bring your console to people's houses, and it was like cool. Like that's it. And like they had the small CD. Like it's where like a lot of my love for Sonic came from.
Mhm.
Like I played Double Dash, on their first Mario, Sunshine. It was like all these like really, oh my god, all the Nintendo 480p. It's like the polish though, right? And then Kirby's
Oh.
Air Ride, all this stuff was like really
Robo Chibi.
yeah.
Robo Chibi was the shit.
Yeah, and like so I felt like GameCube just had like also was going so against the grain because you had like PlayStation, Xbox, and like we're the adult games. We got cool single player games. And GameCube was like, I got the fighty games with my friends and family. 4 players are most of the games.
Mm-hmm,
And I was like, that was the fun. And like I felt like the controller was so like the triggers were so fat and they felt so good when you decompress them. And it's like, oh, anyways. Yeah. So GameCube.
He's losing his mind.
Yeah, a little bit.
I loved the GameCube. I don't know if that's mine or that's yours, Caitlin, but I had a purple one.
I think that's
and
ours.
I never had a GameCube.
Okay.
Oh, then it is yours.
I stole my boyfriend's in high school
Okay. Well, there you go.
Hell
to
yeah.
play Robo Chibi.
Nice.
I always flip that in my brain, and I never know which one is correct. Is it Chibi Robo or
It's
Robo
Robo
Chibi?
Chibi.
Robo Chibi?
I think so. Anyways, if it is mine, then her name is Jessica.
Oh, is that Jessica?
That's her name.
Oh,
Yeah.
I always
Jessica.
name my electronics because if you treat them like humans, then they run longer.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Run.
So you get to handle the rest of the questions.
It's Chibi Robo.
See?
Because we
You
got it wrong.
see?
All right. Okay. So I got some questions from the chat. Please, everyone, continue to add more questions as we go along. But the first question I got is from Zell.
Okay.
Question: how do you decide on what news to report on? We kind of don't. Everyone just brings what they're interested in to the table.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of one of the when we started this show, it was like we didn't want to be like a quote news show. We wanted to do it the way that Nerd On is, where we talk about things that we're excited about, and we literally, I mean, for myself, speaking for myself, I take notes when I see a post. Sometimes some weeks are really slow, and you got to actually like go dig. And then you have Caitlin, who is like news to me, where she finds
Jackie Chan's coming out.
3 years ago. But also I love because like we have a little Google sheet for our show notes, and so whenever the upcoming week, just as a place marker, you'll put your note in for what you want your topic to be next to your name. And some weeks we're all excited about the same news, but there's
Yeah.
like this, I called it dibs system that we have. And if you're the first one to put that news by your name, it's yours.
This is true.
So
Sometimes
there's
people will
like
fill
a
in news for
race.
others.
So I mean, at the very beginning of it all, it was very much like we were trying to figure out how to make this show at all, and we got the idea from a good friend of ours, who had worked with iTunes and Apple Podcasts, and was saying like we should do these like kind of question episodes, these as they call it, the listener episodes, reader email letters
Yeah.
episodes, listener letters. And then we're like, well, how do we do it? Because sometimes we may have a slow week where not that many questions come in. So we kind of pad it with these news things, and it was kind of like we were all like, what do we talk about? And I remember it was like, if we just kind of stick to the things that we like, that people typically clamor about, because like I could be like, oh my god, all the comic book and all, and then Caitlin would be like, I don't care, because like Caitlin, that doesn't.
That's how I am.
That doesn't spark delight and interest
Joy.
out of
Spark
joy from Caitlin, right? So it's best, and we would have a better show if we all brought something that we actually cared about and we
to
could talk
the
about.
table.
Yeah, it's not always like I know Fallout 76 is not.
But you're
always
excited.
but I'm excited about it.
And there are
I'm
other
gonna talk
people who
about
are
it.
excited about it too.
Well, I mean, and it's also like not us chasing the biggest story, right? Like,
Yeah.
so when we, before we left for our break, like Josh brought up the Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Kind
Sometimes
of
it
case
is the
going on.
the clickbait,
Wow.
the clickbait topic because it's exciting to us. It
Yeah.
just happens to be, but
Well, it's important to us.
yeah.
Like, I don't. What's the Rob Schneider and how he is talking about COVID and the vaccine? Like, that's a big trending thing, but I don't want
Mhm.
to talk about it. That doesn't
Mhm.
That's fair.
excite me. Like, I could talk about all these things, like Addison Rae becoming a UFC sports announcer. Who cares? Like, for me, who cares? I want to talk about Argyle. Like, ooh, Henry Cavill gets a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy for the boy. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Sometimes people fill in news for you. Like
Oh
when,
yeah.
when
They're
Paddington
like,
3
"Ah,
when
that
Paddington 3 was
actually
announced,
happened."
I missed it. I wasn't on social media that day. And Corey just sent in the text, Josh, I filled in your news for you. And I went and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, that
You're
does happen sometimes where it's like, oh, this is a you thing and I know that you're going to talk about it, so I'm just going to put it in for you.
but most of the time with that like dib system, like there's a bank, and like I'll just fill in a crap ton of stuff because they're all stuff that interests me. But
Mhm.
if anyone wants to take it, they can. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question from T Dog. This is kind of direct towards me, but I want everyone else to answer.
Okay.
Tall Dog Not Ugly. Which of these is the best board game? Monopoly, Scrabble, Clue, Yahtzee, Sorry, Battleship, or Settlers of Catan? For me, Settlers of Catan. Settlers of Catan because it requires strategy and the cunning wit against your opponents and the satisfaction of crushing them. What about you guys?
I haven't played Catan, so I have no reference.
I haven't played Catan either. Otherwise, it would probably
I've
be
heard
my
nothing
choice.
heard nothing but great things about it.
Well, then
so.
you got Monopoly, Scrabble, Clue, Yahtzee, Sorry, and Battleship.
I like Scrabble.
Scrabble. You like the words?
I like the words.
The words.
I'm a writer. It kind of makes sense.
There's this one boba spot that I used to go to in Sacramento. We always used to
Boba.
play Scrabble while drinking boba and having little foods.
T-Dog
That sounds
says
magical.
he tagged you so you could see it. He's looking out for you.
Aw.
They're looking out for you. Dope.
Oh, for sure.
I like Clue. Clue's
I know you
fun.
like Clue. We have it. You played it on Switch before you gave it away.
I didn't. No, I sold it. So it's kind of.
But now I think
for profit.
I have Clue. So
I don't know. But yeah, Clue. I like Clue. All of those are fun. Yahtzee's even a lot of fun.
I don't think I've ever played Yahtzee. I just know Yahtzee.
You haven't lived. You obviously haven't lived.
No, I've just killed.
You put
Yeah.
dice in a cup and you go, chuk, 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 and then you're like, those are some dice. And then you decide if that's good or not.
You heard it here, everybody.
That's a
Wow.
Yahtzee.
That's Yahtzee.
That actually sounds like King of Tokyo, actually.
Well, maybe.
Next question. Here's from Gamer Fuji. Here's a
Uh-huh.
question. What's a piece of Nerd On merch you'd really love to produce? The one that everyone buys.
I would want.
I really feel like I really want to say something.
Say it. It's not shade. It's not shade
It's
either.
not shade at all. We were literally just talking about this. We were like, oh, we should get some new merch. No. We're going to make the merch that people want. And right now,
Mhm.
No one's buying.
nobody buys our merch. We
So-
are actually paying money for our merch. But Talon, I want a hat.
But
I want a fitted hat.
But if we see how many people buy a certain thing, it makes us like, okay, people like the apron.
Yeah.
Oh, people like the beanie. But then if no one buys it, we have no survey information for like, what do people like? I don't know.
The
I want-
first.
I
The
want
cup?
a zippered hoodie. Those are just really expensive to make. which is why we haven't
Put it on the store.
Put it in
Yeah.
the store. But I love zippered hoodies because I can get really warm too
They're
quick
cozy.
and then too cold too quick.
And then
and
easily
the zipper
remove it.
lets you get
Yeah.
out of it. You can escape your clothing as fast as you want.
Yeah. One of our very first merch pieces were these dope pins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Available nerdon.tv /shop.
They're still there.
They're still there.
They are actually.
We have
still there.
hundreds of them. They're really dope looking.
They are though.
They're really dope looking.
And the quality of clothing and all the stuff we have is really good.
yeah. So I love our pins.
Oh.
Our stickers are cool. Just go to nerdon.tv /shop.
Mama's already putting in the
And the
chat.
thing
Mom's
is,
doing it.
the reason why there's no shade is because we know that, you know, COVID isn't over. Money's
Yeah.
still tight. And so like we're not pushing that as hard as we can. So it's like we kind of put ourselves in a self-prejudice of like, can we afford that stuff? It's like it's tight sometimes.
It's really, anytime we submit new merch, anytime, doesn't matter what it's for, as simple as a phone case, we talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is
Yeah.
the price, this is how much it costs for us to make it, and then this is how much it would cost the people
The people.
to buy it. And we're like, sometimes we make decisions to be like, okay, we're not making profit on that. We don't care.
Yeah.
Send it out.
But Caitlin, so you want a zippy?
I want a zippy.
I want a fitted hat. I want a I'm not really a fan of trucker hats with the opening, so I like
Fitted.
a fitted hat.
I would want
Pencils.
either
Shaped erasers.
Under Armour shirts
Oh.
Ooh.
or condoms.
Mm.
Because we've
Mhm.
talked about this and we would want
Oh,
condoms. And you know, we'd have a little funny thing on each condom and all that stuff, and it says like, you know, like these are all my qualms, or like, you know,
Funny enough, I could
you-
probably make that happen.
I am not the father, you know. It's like, or it's like get your nerd on, you know. I don't know. It's just
This is becoming a very phallic centered podcast.
the reason. Okay, there's two things for it. One, I think it's funny. Two, practice safe sex. Three, it'd be kind of cool to be like, people buy our condoms. People are doing the do, you know? Like, I'm sex positive. I think we all should be.
Tom just wants to say, just congratulations, everyone. You bought out all of our stock. So you know what? Congrats, because you needed it.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know, and then you turn on the mood lights, and then a little purple, a little blue. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Oh my
next
God.
question.
Yes.
Next question is from Talon of the Dragon. Nerd on, I got one. Who here wants the Legend of Dragoon remake?
Me?
Me.
Desperately.
Every time there is a remake or remaster announced, I'm like, but it's not Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah.
It's not.
Shout out to Heath Osborne. He borrowed Legend of the Dragoon from me years ago in
Mhm.
high school,
He never returned it.
and he
Uh-oh.
never gave it back.
Yeah.
And now he has a kid, and they've moved multiple times, and he lost it.
Ooh.
I've even I hit him up multiple times, being like, "Hey, can I have
can't.
my game back?" And he's like, I'm sorry, it's lost." And I'm like,
It's lost to time.
and I understand life happens. Sometimes things just get lost, but part of me
Caitlin,
died.
do not make excuses for him.
No, be nice to Heath.
No.
He's a good guy. He just made some poor life decisions, that's all. But I'm the one who paid the price. So,
Life decisions, lost a game.
hey,
but
don't you dare.
but also
dare you?
also we can't get, you know, it's the camaraderie of wanting to get mad for Caitlin's.
Yes, I understand. I mean, I appreciate that.
The same thing with my boy Heroic Adamus, who just subscribed for the 20 months.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
look at you. Thank you.
One more question?
my answer to that, I've never played Legends of the Dragoon, so
Oh.
sure.
Oh my
If
God.
people want it, then I guess.
Do you want your soul to be wrecked? Then play it.
Caitlin, I told you about my health problems.
Well, I said your soul,
His
not your
soul's
heart.
already wrecked. No, just kidding.
One last question.
One last question.
Unmas.
Question.
Let me see. Okay, well, I guess this is one from T Dog
Hey,
8282. Super Mario Sunshine 64. Yeah. Super Mario Sunshine 64 or Galaxy.
I haven't
Between-
played either.
I haven't played either of them.
There's 3 games. So Sunshine.
I
and
haven't
then
played
there's
any
6
of them.
Okay. Well,
None.
See,
Wait, no, I did play
PlayStation.
64, so 64 would be the one I'd have to pick.
so here's the thing. I was given a choice because at the time, Nintendo 64 was was really exciting in the public. Everybody liked it. But then PlayStation came out too. And it was like, you can't have both. Choose one.
Well, you're not rich enough to have both.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. So I chose PlayStation because my best friend had it. And I want to play games with him.
Oh,
And see.
okay.
it.
I want to play Sunshine. I feel like Sunshine would become my ultimate favorite game.
So my choice is Sunshine.
Okay.
I absolutely love Sunshine because it was so different. And it was like you're cleaning, you got the flood boy, you got this pollution Mario, and you're supposed to be on vacay, but he has like short sleeves and shorts and like you're running around and you'd like it. It's like very happy. It's very happy. It's like the sunshine, the beach, and you're cleaning pollution. And you're not making Don Cheadle mad, because he's Captain America. And then like, you're learning how to fly with the jet boy, and then you're zooming.
I want that bumper sticker. At least you're not making Don Cheadle mad.
I don't want to make him mad.
No.
He told Oprah on the Oprah Winfrey Show, "No, you can't tell me I can't say the N-word." And I was like, "Get it, Don Cheadle. Get
Wow.
it, Don Cheadle." Because he's like, "That's my word now, and you can't take it away from us." I'm like, "You know what, Don Cheadle? He gets it. He gets it."
Not making Don Cheadle mad.
That's like on the bucket list is not making Don Cheadle mad.
And-
on your final day with your final breath,
Yeah.
did you not make Don Cheadle mad? Cross it off.
Maybe that should be like, how someone has like a tweet every day, or like, someone will be like, the week,
At least I put the pants on today.
or
Yeah.
it's just like, at least today I didn't make Don Cheadle mad. Like, I went another day without making Don Cheadle mad at me. Like, that's gonna be the thing.
Create the Twitter account.
gonna
Oh
be it.
my god.
But no, that's all the questions for now.
All right.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
We did it. Everybody at home, thank you so much for listening. If you are watching, whether it is on YouTube or live on Twitch, thank you. We appreciate you. If you're not watching live, check it out. nerdon.tv/Twitch. Live on Sundays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also go live during the week doing various video games and all that kind of stuff. But check out that YouTube. We are pushing that YouTube quite a bit because we are
Fighting an algorithm.
fighting an algorithm.
It is literally, it has been trying to power slam us for years.
It's trying to Siam slam us.
It's
bro.
trying to Siam slam us so hard. So nerdon.tv /YouTube.
We've been so close to 1,000, and not like big crazy things happen at 1,000, but a couple of things happen at 1,000. But YouTube algorithm is so much fun. It
They
goes
do
through and
their-
it sweeps subs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and buy our merch, baby. It's got comfortable. It's got some summer
It's
wear,
true.
baby. I wear some of that when I
I
go out
started-
and run.
To look down because I thought I was wearing the shirt, but I'm not. It's comfy though.
And also, I meant to say Captain Planet, not Captain America.
Oh, okay,
It's
that's
Yeah.
fine.
from the College Humor thing.
I see.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you all. Wherever you are listening, if you like what you hear, if you're new, hey, welcome.
Hi.
But stop by, rate and review, share us with your friends, your family. That is literally how people. Thanks for that. That is literally how some people make their decision on what to listen to, how the reviews are, that kind of thing. If a friend sent it to them, we had a poll a few years ago that people said the way that they found us was a friend recommended us to them,
Oh.
and word of mouth. So everybody, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much,
Mhm.
so much. Remember Manscaped.
20%
Nerd on at manscaped.com. Get 20% off and free shipping. That's it. That's it. Check it out.
Anyway.
Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. You know the drill. As always.
Nerd on.